Hello and welcome to our video which describes the CSS555 micropower timer IC and the associated demonstration kit. The demo kit can be used both to program the timer IC and to read the timer configuration settings. Let's first start out by taking a look at a classical 555 timer IC functional diagram. The original 555 timer was designed in 1970 by Hans Commensen, who at the time was under contract with Signetics. It's a fairly basic IC with just the timer resistors, two comparators, an RS flip-flop, and output drivers. Now let's take a look at the CSS555C timer. Our timer IC has the resistors, comparators, flip-flop, and output drivers like the classic version, but with an added internal timing capacitor, an output counter to multiply the pulse width by up to 1,000,000 times, and a non-volatile memory to control configuration. The CSS555C requires very little power, drawing less than 5 microamps of supply current. It features a decade counter at the output, which can multiply the pulse width in decade steps from 1 to 1,000,000, and has an internal timing capacitor that is trimmed to within 1% accuracy at the factory. The CSS555C timer was designed by CSS's own Frank Bohack, and we're proud to say that the design was a finalist for Design News' annual Golden Mousetrap Award. When you order a CSS555 demonstration kit, it'll arrive in a box similar to this one. The kit includes a quick installation guide, a CD with all the necessary software for operation with your PC, a USB connection cable, the PC card to operate the IC, a DIP to SOIC conversion socket, and sample parts in both DIP and SOIC. The PC card includes a DIP socket for the 8-pin CSS555 timer, a USB input for connection to your PC, some jumpers to allow for manually configuring the PC card for unique applications, and LEDs to provide quick, efficient monitoring capability. The timer calculator software in Excel is included with the kit and the CD. This calculator makes it easy to set the resistors and capacitor values to meet your timing needs. The green cells are inputs for astable or monostable operation, power setting, trip levels, and supply voltage, resistor and capacitor values, and the multiplier. The blue cells are outputs from the program: output period or frequency, duty cycle, and power information. The graphical user interface allows you to turn the power on to the PC card, read the settings programmed in memory, program new settings into memory, control the reset and trigger pins, and for the 555C version, read and program the internal timing capacitor. Let's try programming the IC for 5 Hz astable operation. Using the GUI interface, the first thing we want to do is turn the power on. Then we want to read how the IC is currently programmed. From there, we'll change the counter from 1 to 1K, click Program Device, read the new configuration, and finally click low on the trigger pin to enable operation. When we observe the programmer, we see the red LED light up, indicating there is power to the card. As we read and program the timer, the blue output LED flashes. Once programming is complete, we observe the output LED flashing at a rate of about 5 Hz. Now say we want to program the timer for 0.5 Hz operation. First we want to click high on the trigger pin to disable operation. Then we'll change the counter from 1 to 10K, click Program Device, click Read Device and observe the change. Finally, click low on the trigger pin to enable operation. If we observe the LEDs when we reprogram from 5 Hz operation to 0.5 Hz, we first see the blue output LED flashing at the original 5 Hz rate. Then as we reprogram and read the memory, the LED flashes indicating each of those steps. Finally, the blue LED flashes at about a 0.5 Hz rate. Thank you for tuning in and viewing our video on the programming and operation of our CSS555 micropower timer ICs. If you are interested in purchasing either the timer ICs or the demo kit, you can find them on the internet at Jameco Electronics or www.jameco.com. You can also find more information on the CSS555 timers under the standard products section of our website.